Welcome and thank you for deciding to be a Medora 5th grade defense panelist. We are so grateful that you have chosen to help us out because the students have worked very hard to try to prove that they are ready to move on to 6th grade. And they're going to use these skills, being an effective communicator, an emergent innovator, prepared and resilient learner, global and culturally competent citizen, and productive collaborator, and try to prove that they are ready for the 6th grade. So again, these skills have been taught to them for multiple years since they've been in 3rd grade. And again, you'll see some of their artifacts may come from a wax museum they made in 3rd grade because they were so proud of it. Or they may have a holiday around the road project they made in 4th grade that they were so proud of. Or even a car that they made in science where they learned about friction. Or potential energy. Again, they were super proud of their artifacts. And again, let's celebrate. So, how do we celebrate? We have them create a presentation. And this presentation is also known as a defense. We ask them to reflect on those 5 skills and make it a 3 to 7 minute presentation, which they'll be presenting to you over the last couple of weeks of the 2021 school year. We ask them to make it 3 to 7 minutes because anything longer is super long, and anything shorter means they possibly did not reflect to their true potential. So, as you see, the scoring is 1, 2, 3, and 4. We ask kids to score at least 10 points overall to be considered passing their 5th grade defense, which allows them to have 4s, 3s, and maybe a couple of 2s and still be successful. Again, they have had coaching sessions with a teacher and possibly an administrator. So they should be able to score at least 10 points. So let's begin. Let's talk about these. So, engaging. These kids will be super nervous because they will be leading a Google Meet of adults. It's kind of like a defense dissertation in college. It's probably terrifying. So, yeah. All right. So, what they're also going to do is talk about areas of strength. So, as you know, there are 5 skills, but usually kids are very strong in a couple of them. And they may have 3 that they're really good at, but we ask them to choose 2 of those skills. So, it may be an effective communicator and it may be a prepared and resilient learner. And during those things, they need to have evidence. And what a piece of evidence is an artifact or an assignment or some piece of proof that they have mastered that skill. So we asked them and we informed them that they could choose some stuff outside of school, but mostly it should be school evidence. So, for example, as a good collaborator, they may be part of a soccer team or a basketball team, but they may also include a car project from 4th grade, and they may include some type of research they did in 4th or 5th grade. So, again, anything can be a piece of evidence, but we preferred that they chose school, and that would be at least 2. So, or more than 2. So we want more than 2 as a strength. But if they only put 2, then guess what? They would move down to a 3. So, and then at the end, when we ask questions, we may ask for that extra piece of evidence so the student can move up to a 4. Because again, we want every kid to be successful. For an area of growth, we ask the kids to focus on one of those 5 backpack skills. And again, this is very difficult during a virtual world because, again, some assignments and some opportunities lend themselves to different skills. So we ask them to choose one and find some evidence. So again, they choose one of those 5 backpack skills: effective communicator, collaborator, innovator, global culturally competent citizen, and a prepared and resilient learner. And which one of those skills do they still want to work on? And then again, they would score 4, 3, 2, or 1. Because again, they should, after all our coaching sessions, have at least one skill. So again, no kid or no student should score less than a 2 on any of these. Now, on most common years, we'd have the students create an improvement plan because at Medora and at most schools that are Leader in Me, they have wildly important goals. So they need an improvement plan usually. So this kind of ties into it. We didn't want to take away from it just because of NTI. So students can earn a little couple extra bonus points if they choose to make an improvement plan. But we didn't want to make it mandatory. So, and again, all they would choose is a backpack skill that they wanted to work on and maybe highlight it with a timeline of how they wanted to improve. So that is an optional improvement plan. Now, our last thing is speaking and listening. This is probably going to be the most nerve-wracking thing they've ever done because they're going to be terrified. But here are the 4 things we ask them to do: be clear, be loud, make eye contact. So if you see them staring at that camera, that's probably why. But again, be cognizant. I know I do not like staring at the screen and talking to a camera. I don't know. Maybe you guys do, but most kids don't. And then again, engages audiences. They may have some quotes. They may have a little funny skit they may do. So they may tell a joke. We don't know. They're kids. And again, we love them to death. So, and you're like, Mr. Morrison, how will we give you these scores? Right here, if you click this, it is a hyperlink to a Google form. And let's show you with the Google form. So you would click that and it brings you to your Google form. And we have now already have it. So all you'll do is put the student name here. And then for presentation, your score of 1, 2, 3, 4. The area of strength, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Area of growth, 1, 2, 3, 4. Optional improvement plan, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then speaking and listening skills, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then if you have any words of wisdom or any feedback you would like to share with the student, you can post it there and we'll share it, because we'll have conferences and we'll be like, hey, how do you guys think you did? Because again, reflection is key. We'll have that at a different time and we'll share any piece of evidence or any wisdom that you want to share with them, and then just make sure you press submit. If you want to include your name, you can do it there. If you want to keep it anonymous, that's fine too. We'll know because it collects your email address. So if we have any questions, we can reach out to you. So again, if you have any questions about these backpack skills, we are here to help. And again, thank you for being a panelist for the 5th grade defenses, because this now technically means you are an honorary 5th grade teacher. And if you've already been a 5th grade teacher, welcome back to 5th grade for this defense. Bye, guys.